Hey guys, what's good? This is Jasmine and we are back with another video. I feel like it's been a couple weeks since I posted a video and I was on vacation. As you guys can tell, I am very bronzed. Although I'm sad that the vacation is over, I'm happy I'm back and back to filming. So yeah, I have a new video for you guys this week. I have a product empties video, and as y'all can see, I have a lot of product empties for you guys. I had to put it in this because my other one was like literally overflowing and I couldn't keep track of it. So yeah, and also, okay, I'm trying to lift this up so y'all can see that I am actually wearing a shirt. I'm wearing a strapless, but sometimes it like rolls down and it looks like I'm not wearing a shirt, but I am wearing a shirt, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it because we got a lot of products to go into today. The first product is this Curls Blueberry Bliss Reparative Leave-In Conditioner. So typically, I think I've told you guys, I used to use a lot of like leave-in conditioners that were spraying. I think this is one of the first or few first that I've tried that's more of like a cream leave-in conditioner. And I want to say I really did like the consistency of the like cream conditioner. I felt like it's a lot more hydrating than like a spray-in one. However, one thing that like I didn't really love about this was that obviously, like you guys, by the name, you guys can tell that it says blueberry. It has a very like fake blueberry smell. I'm not really into like a lot of like artificial smells that smell really fake. So I didn't really like this. I'm kind of a little sensitive to certain smells. So however, the leave-in, it was hydrating. I just don't think it was like my favorite out of all the leave-in conditioners that I've tried. So I won't really be repurchasing this in the future. Next product is this Trader Joe's Brazil Nut Body Butter. Has a lot of product. If you guys are familiar with the Sol de Janeiro body butter or bum cream, this is what like people were saying was a dupe for, and this is from Trader Joe's. This is obviously a fraction of the cost of the bum cream, so way more affordable than the bum cream. However, I'm gonna be honest, I've tried the bum cream and I've tried this one now as well, so I feel like I am allowed to compare both of them and like kind of make like a judgment based off of my opinion and how I felt about them. I don't really think this is a dupe for the bum cream. Yes, it is affordable. I did like it. It is moisturizing. However, I felt like the bum cream, it has, I don't know how to describe it, but like the consistency on the skin feels different. Like I felt like it stayed a little bit more hydrating with that one. And I also felt like the scent lasted a lot longer. With this one, the scent is not as strong and I feel like it doesn't stay on the skin as strong. However, I do love this container. I love that it like flaps open. I'll definitely purchase this again and I'll continue to use it. However, I don't think it's a dupe for the bum cream. That's just my personal opinion. I do know that they have other products. I think they have like a body oil and a body wash. I'm curious to try those, but this one, like I said, in my opinion, not a dupe for the bum cream, but it is a good product for what you are getting and for the amount that you are getting. The next product, so I don't actually have it to show you guys, but because they're all like in my like beauty thing, I should have brought one out, but oh well. And this is the AOA Studio Super Soft Pop Wonder Blender, and this comes with 6 blenders and they are latex free and high def sponge. So I'm showing you what the container looks like. Like I said, it comes with 6 different beauty blenders and they're all the same. It's just 6 of them. I actually really love this. I actually bought these off of Amazon and I had heard that they were really good quality. And I'm honestly a ride or die for the beauty blender. Like I love the beauty blender. I also love the Real Techniques. However, after trying these sponges, I think I might have found like my new favorite one because this is way more affordable than the beauty blender. I can't remember exactly how much I paid, but I want to say I paid under $25 for 6 sponges. So already right there, you're seeing that you're getting a lot more sponges for the price of one beauty blender, which is an amazing deal. I love that. And they're just so soft. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're so soft. They really blend your makeup so seamlessly. Like I've blended like my foundation, skin tint, cream products, like honestly so good. I absolutely love these. I do know that they have like another one that's called like the mochi. I haven't tried that one yet, but let me know in the comments below if you've tried the mochi one. Let me know if you like that one because I absolutely love these. The next product is this e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer Corrector. Okay, this is a concealer and this is the matte kind. The shade that I got was medium sand. I did feel like the shade that I got was a pretty good shade, at least for my skin tone. Right now, like I'm a little bit more tan, so things are maybe not as, you know, color matching as well as they would when I'm a little bit more fair. However, this is a really good concealer. This is a matte concealer and it is going to stay on all day, like a pretty good amount. The only thing I will say about this is that it does dry up very quickly because it is matte. So make sure that you're blending it in rather quickly because it is going to dry out. Personally, I love this more to kind of clean up my eyebrows and to use on my eyelid. I don't like this as much under my eyes just because it is very matte and can sometimes look a little drying under my eye. However, I still used it under my eye and it still worked good. I just prefer something a little bit hydrating under my eye, but I still think it is a very good concealer and it is very, very full coverage. Absolutely love this and I think it's a great concealer for the price that you're paying. The next product is the As I Am Restore and Repair Jamaican Black Castor Oil with Jamaican Black Castor Oil, vitamin C and vitamin E. I've actually tried a lot of products from As I Am and I absolutely love that brand. This product was something I had never tried before and I don't know exactly like what you're supposed to be using this for. I would just kind of use this like after I would get out of the shower, I would kind of spray this in to kind of add some extra moisture into my hair, or in between like the non-wash days, I would also use this in my hair to kind of add in a little bit extra moisture when I felt like my hair was drying out. And I really liked the way that this worked on my hair. I did feel like it provided extra moisture and just kept my hair feeling more hydrated and not as dry looking. So I absolutely like this and I will definitely be repurchasing this again. The next product is the Lume Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. And this is in the scent Smooth, Solid, Clean Tangerine. This is actually the travel size. I had actually bought this travel size because I had been wanting to try this so much. I had seen so many commercials on it and I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys, but some people might say it's embarrassing, but I will definitely admit that I am a girl who sweats. Unfortunately, I am a sweaty girl, especially during the summer. Like I sweat a lot and obviously when you sweat, the BO is not, you know, smelling nicely. So I, for the most part, would always like typically wear like clinical like antiperspirants and deodorants. I do like it. However, like I said, I am a very, very sweaty person. When I first bought this, it wasn't as hot over here. So it was working really good. I wasn't really having a lot of BO problems. Great, you know what I mean? However, the minute it started to get really hot over here, like in the high 80s and into the 90s, then it wasn't working as well as it was working in the beginning. So I've had to transfer over back to a deodorant with aluminum and I don't like that, but that's kind of just what's working right now for me. So I've been having to use that. However, I really do like this on maybe like not during the summer months. So I'll probably continue to use this not during the summer months because I do really like it. I love that they have little travel sizes that you can kind of stick into your bag, or you can stick them, you know, into your like maleta when you're on the go and traveling. So I do really like that. And I like that they have a lot of scents. I personally have been only trying the ones that are solid consistency and I really like those. Okay, the next product is this Native Facial Care Sage and Sweet Citrus Moisturizing Facial Cleanser. Okay, I will be honest, I honestly didn't really like this. I didn't really feel like it did much for my skin. It didn't really like cleanse it amazing. I didn't feel like it was anything spectacular. I also feel like the scent was nice, but I also felt like the scent was irritating towards my face. So I didn't really like that. Yeah, I wasn't honestly a big fan of this product, to be honest. The next product is the Lavender Organic Shaving Soap by Dr. Bronner's. So I've actually already tried a lot of products from Dr. Bronner, so I'm very familiar with this brand. I have a lot of products that I absolutely love from this brand. I have actually already tried the blue one of this, which is I think like the sensitive skin or baby one maybe. So it's the same exact product, it's just in the light blue container. So consistency wise, it works the same, lathers really nicely. I like that it's a cleaner product, so it doesn't have as many like harmful chemicals in it. However, I will say the lavender smell, I didn't really like it, so I think I'll just continue to repurchase the baby blue one because I like that it was like unscented. I typically do like lavender smells, but I didn't like the lavender smell in this, so for that reason I'm not going to repurchase the same exact one, but we'll repurchase the light baby blue one. The next product is the extra creamy coconut miracle oil body wash from OGX, I think. I've actually tried a couple of different body washes from this brand, and there are some that I like and some that I don't. I personally won't be repurchasing this one just because I felt like the scent was like initially like the smell of the coconut. When you use it, you can smell it. However, it doesn't stay on the skin like at all. And I like something that stays on my skin, like the scent, a lot longer. So for that reason, I'm not really gonna repurchase this. Next product is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist up to 16-hour wear. Y'all know that I like ride or die for e.l.f. There is so many e.l.f. products that I absolutely love, and it's because e.l.f. is like so affordable. In Spanish, we have this thing where we call the 3 B's, like the 3 B's, which is like bonito, bueno y barato, which means like pretty, damn, why am I struggling to translate things right now? Pretty, good, and affordable, or like cheap, you know? Well, I don't want to say cheap because sometimes people have the connotation that when something is cheap, it's not a good product. But for me, like cheap can be like affordable. But anyways, this literally has all the 3 B's. In Spanish has like the little stamp because it is a really, really good product. It is affordable. And honestly, it's just so good. I love like literally, you guys won't be able to see it now, but it has a very fine mist and it just covers and makes your makeup look really, really good. I honestly don't know about 16-hour wear. I wouldn't necessarily say I would claim it to be 16-hour wear. However, I will say that I do love the longevity that it provides for your makeup. The one thing that I will say that I don't like about this though is it has a strong scent. To me, it comes off as like a very perfumey scent, and I don't like that because obviously you're spraying this on your face. And if you're like me, I have a really oily skin, so I go in with setting spray like 3 times. I'm getting like a woof of the smell. That's the one thing I don't like about this. However, it's not enough for me not to repurchase it. I'm still gonna repurchase it, but yeah, I just don't really like the strong scent. So like if they could make something without a scent on with this, still recommend. The next product is gonna be the Kirkland Signature. So this is from Costco. Professional Salon Formula Moisture Conditioner. Nourish and hydrate. Deeply replenishes moisture for softer and healthier hair. And it has rainforest botanical extracts, avocado and argan oil, ultra luxurious moisture formula, safe for color treated hair. Whew, I'm almost done. Free of sulfates, parabens, phosphates, dyes, and 100% vegan. Whew. As you can see, this bad boy is huge. This is a huge container. I believe they have like the shampoo and the conditioner there. I just bought the conditioner just because I was at Costco, and honestly, I go through conditioner very frequently. So whenever I can get something at Costco, I'll just get it at Costco. And I honestly didn't have high expectations for this. I was really thinking that like it was going to be mediocre. It wasn't going to be anything great. And I think this is like a dupe. You know how like Costco has like products that are like Costco brand, like the Kirkland Signature, and then they have like the brand that like they dupe it from? I think this is a dupe for like that brand that's in like that purple bottle. I don't know what it's called. Maybe next time I go to Costco, I'll check it out and I'll remember. However, this literally was so good. It was extremely hydrating. It lasted forever. It was very affordable. So don't sleep on this conditioner because it was really hydrating and moisturizing. And I would definitely recommend this. Almost done, guys. Okay, the next product is this Garnier SkinActive Micellar Makeup Removing Towelette all-in-one. Removes makeup, cleanses, soothes all skin types, even sensitive. So yeah, so this is supposed to be, this is supposed to be basically like, you know, like the micellar water from Maybelline, but in a makeup wipe. I think you guys have seen my previous videos. I think I've talked about them where I absolutely love the micellar water from Maybelline. So I was like, you know what, let me give this a try. I'll be honest, I don't use makeup wipes often. I do have them, but I use them kind of like once in a blue moon. I prefer to use a cleansing balm, and then I'll go in with like the micellar water just to kind of take any excess makeup that wasn't taken off by the cleansing balm. However, I decided to give these a try and kind of keep these in my collection. And I will say, because I have like those Neutrogena like makeup remover wipes. I think you guys know which ones, like the ones in the blue packaging, the one that's like the OG that everyone and their mama has used. Controversial opinion about those. I actually do not love those. If I had to use them, would I use them? Yes. However, I don't love them because I don't know what it is about those makeup wipes, but they burn my skin, especially near the eye area. They just like irritate my skin. However, sometimes I do end up having to use those because they're like the only ones available at the store. So anyways, I've been trying to find a makeup wipe for when I do need to use them that's not as irritating as those. I will say I did like how like soft these were on the skin, like gentle. They weren't irritating. They weren't irritating near the eye area. However, I don't feel like they took off all, like they don't get in there as good as like the cleansing balm and the micellar water, if that makes sense. But they're still good if you need something kind of, you know, if you're an absolutely go-to makeup wipe type of person, then maybe these would be a good choice for you. Last but not least, these kind of go together because they're from like the same brand and they're from like the same like collection, I guess. These are both from the e.l.f. Skin. First, I have the Holy Hydration e.l.f. Off Makeup Remover, and it easily removes even waterproof makeup, soothes and hydrates skins and lashes. That's what it says. And then from that same brand, we also have the e.l.f. Skin Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm with hyaluronic acid, ceramides? I think it's ceramides, I don't know, and peptides. This one says that people with dry, oily, and combination skin can use. And then this one says that people with dry, normal, combination, and oily skin can use. So they're almost basically friendly for like almost all types of skin types. Let me first go in and talk about the makeup remover. So like I told you guys, I typically use the micellar water. However, I wanted to try something new aside from the micellar water. But then after trying this, I went quickly back to my micellar water because I will say when you first apply it, it does give you a greasy like residue. However, it dries down pretty quickly. And I do like the fact that it does provide a nice hydration to the skin. Even someone like me who is an oily skin person, it still provided a nice hydration and I did love that. However, I didn't feel like it removed the makeup 100% like the micellar water. So that's why I'm going back to the micellar water and not really using this because it did an okay job, but it didn't do an amazing job of removing all the makeup. And then this one, which is a cleansing balm. So I love using cleansing balms. Like I told you guys, I have two that are my favorite. I have the Verse, the one that's Target in the pink container. That's one of my favorite cleansing balms. And then I have the one that's like in the pink container that I think it's called like Clean It Zero by Vanilla Co. Absolutely love those two. And I kind of just alternate between those two and will occasionally try a new one. However, this one, I didn't really like this and I'm not going to be repurchasing this. So one of the things I didn't like, it gave a really greasy like residue like I was telling you guys, and I know cleansing balms tend to do that. However, I felt like this did it a little too much more than like the other cleansing balms that I have. I also didn't like how I felt like it didn't really remove a lot of the makeup. So it seemed like it did, but then when I finished taking a shower and I went in with, you know, like the micellar water and stuff, I had to remove a lot of excess because this didn't really get in there as much. So a lot of my other cleansing balms that I do really like really go in there and do a great job of removing a lot of the excess. And the only thing I really have to use the micellar water for is mainly just like the waterproof mascara. But other than that, they remove a big percentage of the makeup. This, I didn't feel like it removed a big percentage of the makeup. So I felt like it kind of wasn't doing like its job, you know? So for that reason, I won't really be repurchasing. I also think that it's like a smaller container and you don't get a lot of product for what you're paying for. So I didn't like that. And then I also didn't like that this gives you cloudy eyes. So what I mean by that is when you are basically in there removing your makeup, it kind of like clouds your eyes. I don't know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about. I saw a TikToker talking about that. And then I was like, oh, that's what it's called, because I always experienced that with a lot of cleansing balms except my two favorites. So yeah, I didn't really like that. So that's why I'm not going to be repurchasing this again. But yeah, guys, those are all my product empties. As you guys can see, I had quite a few. I had been collecting those for quite a while. So I had a lot to go through. Some of them I really loved and some of them I didn't really like that much and probably won't be repurchasing. Go ahead and comment below if any of these products you guys have tried and what your thoughts are. Do you guys actually really love them? Do you guys not like them? So I can see. And then also don't forget, go ahead and comment below any products that you think are good. because I'm always like I told you guys, I'm always like on the lookout to try new products when I'm able to get some. So I would love to try some new products, and any ideas that you guys have for future videos, go ahead and comment those below. I want to know what types of videos you guys want to watch so that I can go ahead and create more content and bring out some new ideas and produce videos that people actually want to watch. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys for those of you that waited this long for me to post another video. Appreciate you guys. So don't forget to like and go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye.